What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 90. Today was week 15, day 6. Had my secondary squat day. I worked up to a top single of 341. Uh, and I did about two singles before that, I think with like 297 and 319. And then after squats, I had pause squats, top set of five with 275 and then four sets of five with 242. So it was a pretty hefty workout. I ended up like completely chopping so much volume from the back end of this workout because after squats I was like fried for my entire legs. So I was like, there's no way I'm gonna end up doing what I need to do because I'm so cooked. Um, and I was like, man, my legs are just fried after the like I think it was like the fourth set. I was like, dude, I am pretty drained. This workout kind of took a little bit longer because uh, kind of working up to like my top single didn't feel that good. It felt heavy. So I was taking a little bit of a longer rest, kind of making sure that I'm actually warm. I did 319 and I was like, man, that feels heavy. I was like, should I go 341? I was like, you know what, I'll go 341. It moved well. And then I moved to my pause squats here, which these I mean after 341 this felt like decent, but it was still like kind of felt like some of my pauses on the way like down going through my sets didn't feel that great. I kind of just felt like, man, I'm just cooked. My legs feel so heavy already, and I'm just like trying to make sure that I'm, eliciting control. Probably could have paused longer on some of the sets, but overall, I think that this session was good. Um, I've lost like 6 pounds in the last week and a half, so um, I'm pretty happy, because squat kind of takes a hit when you lose fluff from like your midsection because you don't have your stomach to like hit against your thighs and kind of like stopping power and stuff. So the fact that squats are still moving well or decent is a big positive for me because squats kind of take a hit and then I have to like adjust my squat technique as I'm on my way down in weight. So for now I'm pretty happy with how this fared out. Pretty good volume, and this is the last squat session of the week. I have deadlifts tomorrow, and then we are moving towards triples next week. And like I said, we're doing triples, and then these secondary sessions will be tempo bench, tempo squat, and then again just pause deadlifts. But with the tempo bench, it's going to be a 3-2, so 3 seconds on the way down, 2 second pause, and then for squats, it's going to be a 3-0, because I don't want to like ingrain that pause at the bottom as I'm entering the peaking phase. I kind of want to like make that dissipate, but I think that eliciting the control on the way down will be very good for me as we get heavier. So we're just gonna do 3 seconds down, no pause, and I've had pretty good success with them in the past with tempo squats. I've only ever done them for one block, but that block that I did was my best squat block ever. I think I went from like 460 or 450 to like my first, well, not my first 500 because they misloaded the bar. It ended up being like 496. I think I called for like 501. So I'm hoping that I get similar results, not in weight obviously, but like in terms of what it's giving me. I think it's always good for me to slow it down to find my position, and sometimes I end up just kind of like tempoing my singles anyway, because I feel like for me it's more beneficial to know where I'm at in every point of the lift and just slow it down so I can feel that, because I have a hard time on squats doing that. But overall, I'm very pleased with this session. I came in, I did what I needed to do. Um, I think I did like one set on every accessory. Like I was talking about earlier, I chopped volume. I just did one set because I was like, I don't feel like I want to kill myself working out in this session because I feel like it'll just end up being bad to drag that volume into next week when I'm gonna get heavier and we're taking decent jumps into the triples. So I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna do one set of everything and call it a day. And we're good, because we got good work in already on the compounds. We don't need to like go too heavy, too crazy, as next week is going to be a lot heavier. We're just gonna end up getting, you know, better and better. Um, but I'm kind of out of stuff to say for this video. Um, Pretty happy. I changed some stuff for my diet that I'll probably talk about next video. Um, because I kind of changed my meals a little bit around. Um, but I'll save that for the next one. So I have some stuff to talk about. But that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'm just gonna let this rock. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe. I will see you tomorrow for day 91, the last day of week 15, and hopefully the day that I hit some good deadlift singles and some good deadlift work. Thanks for watching.